Hi, I'm Haley Menard from The Sugar Burger, and today we're gonna bring you a little retro, a little aloha, and a little summer with our pineapple upside down cake. That's right, we're getting ready to show you our sugary bottoms. Let's make this the cake part of the upside down cake. We are gonna cream, butter, and sugar, just like always. I like that there's things you can count on. We have a stick of butter, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, regular sugar. Everyone's in there. We're gonna cream this together the traditional way. This is the most boring part of the whole thing, waiting for the creaming. We're at the clumpy stage. Oh, we should get a scritching spatula. Oh, that hurt! I was just trying to make a fun sound effect, but that was like aggressive. That really hurt. I think I used to get spanked with stuff like this as a kid. We were warriors. We're getting there. A little more. That's not fluffy enough. Getting closer. I'm gonna give it one more whirl around. So the recipe calls for, not where this is continuing to go because it's loud. The recipe calls for 2 chicken eggs, so we're gonna use 1 large Wanda egg, but there's these like weird marks on it. So I'm gonna crack it in a separate bowl in case there's like something crazy in here. That's not a good egg. Not a good egg! I had an instinct, an egg stinct. Oh. All right, let's give this one. We're gonna do this one instead. What about this one? Is it good? Yeah. Much better. That's what we're looking for. Back to sink trashing. So we're all whipped up. Look how fluffy that is now. It's like chinchilla fluffy. Scrape everything down. We're gonna add our Wanda egg. That's not a bad egg. I don't know that marks are like an indication of that or if it was just like a coincidence. I'm sure somebody on the internet's gonna know the answer to that question. They're gonna put in the comments that I'm an idiot for not knowing. All right, eggs in. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, classic Kirkland capful. Once this is all incorporated, we're gonna start to put in our dry ingredients, which is 1.5 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. What? What's happening? This? Really? Yeah. Oh. What's gonna go in there anyway? And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna give it a little whisk up. Let's give this a scritchy. When this is incorporated, which is gonna be in 3, 2, 1, I'm very happy with that. That's incorporated. Get it in an LLC. Or is that different than incorporated? So I got down that rabbit hole in my brain. We're gonna mix in our dry ingredients and our whole milk, 1/2 cup of whole milk. You're gonna go back and forth. Flour, milk, flour, milk, flour. I Googled this today because this is a second recipe that's been a cake where it's like, you know, alternate. The reason was to make a more tender cake because it incorporates it better. So it was kind of vague. And I am actually curious if you didn't do that, if it would really honestly turn out differently, but I'm not feeling experimenty today, so we'll just follow the instructions. But if you're feeling experimenty, try it and let me know if this is true life. Oh my God. That's all right. There was a lot. We didn't lose that much. There was like a little overflow on there. Flour, milk, scritching time. Scraping is the traditional baking term. All right, we have our cake batter. Ta-da! It's beautiful, traditional vanilla cake batter. We're gonna set this to the side and do the fun part, which is preparing the pan, which is the upside down part. So here's the cake part. Now we're gonna do the upside down part. I need to get this girl out of the way because we're cutting a pineapple. This part wasn't supposed to be this way. I could not for the life of me find canned pineapple in the grocery store. I don't know where they keep it. I went down the canned vegetables aisle, I went down the baking aisle, I went down the snacky aisle, I went down the juice aisle, I did them all, and it wasn't there. So I would choose to use canned pineapple, the rings, traditional, 1950s housewife style. But they didn't have it, so we're gonna have to pretend to be all like new agey, elevated, and use real pineapple. So I'm gonna have to cut this boy up into rings. Guess I'll just chop off his head first. Right there. Get its butt off. Let's make a nice flat situation for ourselves. And then we'll skin them. right, so that's pretty well peeled. I need a couple of these eyes. I think they're called eyes because I don't really want that in my fancy dessert. So let's cut our rings. I don't have a core. Nate, do we have a pineapple core? Have I talked about it? I'd like a pineapple core. I'm gonna go like what I think canned thickness would be. That was really uneven. I think like kind of thick. I feel like that's too thick. That's way too thick. That one's probably better. These are huge. You can eat the middle of the pineapple if you get like a pineapple that's actually been like ripened on its dongle. Dongle? No, it's called dodongle. Pineapples grow like out of the ground on sticks. They look crazy. I think it's called dodongle. I'm gonna Google it because I need you all to know that I'm not making this up. What do pineapples grow on? How do pineapple plants grow? This is so annoying. What is the pineapple stalk called? Peduncle. Each fruit is born on a peduncle. So I was close. I was in the ballpark. Peduncle. It's like people that say pumpkin. It's same difference. Tomato, potato. That's what pineapples grow on. And they grow like right out of the ground. So anyway, if it's like ripened all the way, like it gets to ripen, you can totally eat the core. But like we get them sent here when they're still green. Fun fact, I think I saw this on TV, that after you pick a fruit, it doesn't ripen anymore. It just rots. So like really you're just eating like perfectly rotted fruits all the time. I think Mark Summers said that on like a Food Network TV show, so it's probably true. Yeah, this guy probably got picked from his peduncle a little early. So we're gonna core these because this is where your cherry goes. I think this is like the right size. Ingenuity. Perfect. Ta-da! That looks pretty good. I'm very pleased with this pineapple ring. I'm holding it so it's blocking it from you. Improvisation. That ASMR is disturbing. Sounds like Nate taking a Jell-O shot. Before I prepare the bottom of the pan, I'm just gonna like lay these out to see like what's gonna happen. That's crazy. I'm gonna trim it, you know, to spec here. These are huge. This is gonna be, I just wanna make sure we're covered. I also read to like put them up the side a little. I hope I remember where all these go. I need like an IKEA labeling system. That's gonna be our upside down design. I'm gonna put my up the side pieces over here so I don't get them confused with my other pieces. The next step of this is microwaving. So we're right back on track with things we know, which I love. I'm gonna use my 80th paper towel. Whew. Quarter cup of butter. I feel like the microwave has been neglected for a few episodes, so she's probably super happy to be getting some work today. It's pretty melted. That's a future problem. We're gonna pour this in our pie dish. Butter, quarter cup, melted. And I'm gonna give it like a little spin around here so that the sides don't stick. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, isn't that whole cake gonna stick? No, because of the butter, so this is a great thing. And then we're gonna put our 1/2 cup of brown sugar, evenly distributed. So this is gonna give you some like caramelization. And we're using a glass pie plate because if you go non-stick, because you're probably thinking to yourself, well, if I go non-stick, it's gonna be even less chance it sticks in there. But that tends to get hotter, so you're gonna end up burning your sugar before it does anything good. Let's revisit our design. I remember this little broken guy right here, and him here. All right, now we do our edge pieces. These are a little trickier. I don't really remember where everybody goes here. No, maybe that's right. Yes. Not really. Close enough for pineapple work. Next are the cherries. So this is basically like the Christmas hams of dessert. Same design. Should I do double cherry? Let's triple cherry it. This is blasphemous. I hope 1970 or 50 or whenever this was popular doesn't get mad at me. It's kind of cute. What a day. I feel like this is gonna be an accidental success. I have faith. I said on the internet where I got the recipe, you could do whatever design you want. Liberal with our cherry placements. One more. I see room for one more. All right, cute. Let's get our cake back in here. Cake's back in the picture. We're gonna need to get this in our pie dish. Incorporated. And now Off it goes. Smells really good. So that's something. Give this a nice even spread. Try not to disturb your beautiful artwork. Perfect. Yes, very good. Are you ready for the oven walk? It's your favorite part. We have our oven at 350 degrees. And she's gonna go in there and we're gonna check her in about 30 minutes. I wanna get a sneak peek. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, look at her bottom. Naughty. Timer on. Now we wait. We're ready. We're beepity beeping, so we have to pull our cake out. And there's so much smoke in here. It might be the first time we burned something. I don't know. It doesn't look burned. Oh no.
Heads up, there's smoke in the kitchen.
Yeah, no
the
shit.
alarm may sound.
Oh!
Emergency. Smoke alarm silenced.
Can you see the smoke on camera? Oh my God. Well, let's see if it's even done. It's okay. It's okay. You're a fire dog. That was so upsetting. Let's check. Okay, it's done. If the smoke wasn't an indication, it's done. It doesn't look burned. Good news for us, since we are normally guilty of getting things out of pans when they're still too hot and frosting them when they're still too hot. This one, you're supposed to do it when it's warm. So it says 10 to 15 minutes. We're gonna flip her and see what her bottom looks like. I'm nervous. I'm nervous to flip this. I also have been thinking this is called an upside down cake because of the flip. But like, wouldn't that make a lot of cakes, upside down cakes, like bundt cakes, like you flip it and you leave it that way? This seems like kind of a farce that it's like special. All right, so I'm gonna try to flip this. It's been 10 minutes. I followed the instructions and I think we just flip it. So I'm gonna put my cake plate on top. This is already a disaster. Okay, I have my mittens because it might still be a little hot. This is like, and then we're gonna flip it. Pretty! Look how pretty it is before I completely wreck it, because there's no way this comes off appropriately. Pretty pattern. I think I'm just gonna have to burn my hands. Oh, it's happening. Near perfect! Look at it! Oh my God. All right, this is the only part that was like, I'll just jam her right back on. Wow! Pineapple upside down cake with fresh pineapples. This is very hot to serve right now, I think. But I love that I chose the retro cake plate. I feel like that gives it a little bit of credibility. It does look like a Christmas ham pineapple cake, but what is it? Melekilikimaka? You know, what are you gonna do? Christmas, it'd be like that. We're gonna let it cool and then we're gonna do our taste tester in here to be thoroughly impressed. All right, we're ready. Aloha and welcome. This is a pineapple upside down cake.
Should I have my lay on?
You should. It's too late now. It's too
Little
late
dancing.
now.
This looks pretty.
Yeah, you like her bottom?
Yep, I like her bottom.
So on looks, you give it a
7.
7. That doesn't sound like you like her very much.
She's like,
You agree with that?
it looks good. I like it.
A 7. All right, it's fine. I don't need to like bully you about your scores. All right, we're gonna cut it.
I don't know if I ever had.
I've never had it. This doesn't look like cooked at all. Or is that just the sugar? This doesn't look cooked at all, but we put the thing in it. Oh my God. Pineapple inside out, upside down cake. You saw me do it. It's on camera.
This is parts cooked.
Yeah, this part's cooked. Don't eat this. This is a disaster. We had a near fire. She didn't cook all the way through, but she sure is pretty. Give it a try.
So what happened?
I don't know.
Fruit's good.
The fruit's good.
Fruit's good. Yeah, this part of the cake is good. Don't eat the middle.
Don't eat the middle.
It's wet.
You know, I read as far in the recipe was when it said check after 30 minutes and then like cover it if it starts to get brown. But it just looked done, but maybe there was more and she was gonna be like, and then leave it in.
It got brown.
It did get brown and the smoke alarm was going off.
I heard that.
Let me try it. I wanna try it. I'm gonna take a piece of the pineapple too.
Look like pineapple tastes good.
Mmm, that is good. Pineapple is really good.
Just throw it back in the oven.
Yeah, we'll just throw it back in. Or cut it like this and tell people it's a donut.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, because this whole section is just wet.
Yeah, well, we don't need to draw more attention to it. I think
See that,
that's-
Susan?
Oh my God.
Oh, did you hear that?
Listen, this is what happens when you make things for the first time with no experience.
Yeah.
How much of you is inedible? Like a
A
lot.
lot. Oh yeah. The whole.
Oh my God.
That's all still dough, huh?
Wow. This must take like close to an hour. How did that toothpick come out? It looked fine. Everything was fine. Okay, overall though, this is a very good recipe. It is delicious. She just wasn't ready.
Yeah. How long did you cook it for?
I said a half hour. And then like I said, I think I should have kept reading.
Why was it so smoky?
Well, I think it started to drip over the butter and sugar juices.
And
it tricked me. And it got me all upset. You live and you learn.
Yeah, you can try it again.
Yeah,
Some
you can
point.
try it again.
The outside is cooked and that tastes fine.
It tastes fine.
I'll take a piece of pineapple though.
Yeah. All right, well, aloha.
See you later.
I threw that in the trash instead of the sink today. Growing up. Yeah, and turn the bad side away from the camera. There we go. I'm so pleased. Like, shocking. Makes up for last week. I know. We have some fresh pineapples. Nope, I didn't like that I went there. Burp, burp, burp. I thought you'd like that.
That was cute.
I'm not gonna blame that on Wanda. Oh my God, if that was in our cake, that would have been very upsetting. What's gonna be the easiest way to do this? I hope this isn't like the mango where Susan secretly knows fancy way to cut it. She's just gonna wait until I'm all done and almost cut my hand off. I don't even know if you can sharpen a serrated knife. I don't want people to know I didn't know that either. There can't be that many pineapple experts out there that are gonna be like, you stupid bee, you didn't say the right thing. It's hair, it's not its hair, it's stem, whatever. You can actually plant and make a new pineapple out of it. That is a fact. My hands are just gonna be stained for the rest of my life, but that's fine. All right, here we go. Should we have edge flowers? Right on your microphone. Quick outfit change. Go, go, go. I know, what was I thinking?
I don't know.
Let me look at it. Oh, fuck! We're screwed. Oh,
Bubble over?
I don't know. Okay, that was so, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. We're so efficient.
Oh my
Maybe.
God.
How did this just not fall apart when I took it out of the cake pan? Maybe he'll like my authenticity. That's 2 desserts in 2 weeks that have gone to the dogs.